Merry Christmas, everybody. It's that time of year to celebrate with friends and family, and I hope everybody does so safely. Still a few days out, but I thought I'd go ahead and knock out my Christmas shave. Very excited to use today's soap, another soap from Stirling Soap Company. They're in Arkansas. This time I'm using Hot Apple Cider. And what I love about this soap is it really reminds me of the holidays. My mom used to, warm up like some apple cider and add cinnamon and nutmeg and all those spices and whatnot. She'd probably put a little bit of booze in hers, but I do remember as a kid her having that around for us around the holidays. And this soap smells exactly like that. I mean, it's spot on. It smells like hot apple cider. You can see I'm kind of looking like Santa here. I haven't shaved in a few days. This is Saturday afternoon. I haven't shaved since Wednesday morning. My hair grows pretty quick and pretty coarse. And speaking of Santa, of course, I've got on my Santa hat featuring the greatest football team of all time, the Green Bay Packers. This is sometimes kind of a tree topper for us around the holidays. But yeah, let me go over some of the other stuff. I'm going to be using a Derby Extra Blade. This is my fifth and final use for that versus that Treat Platinum that I mentioned in my last video. I'm going to try to get a ton of shaves out of. Using a very mild razor today, using this Gillette Tech. I believe it's from the 1960s. But very mild razor, so it may take several passes to get this 4-day growth knocked down. The brush I'm going to be using for today, I haven't used this one in a little while, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and it is the Green Ray. Synthetic, really love this brush. Great thing here. And last shave video I did like a face lather. I scooped out some Stirling soap and put it directly on the face. I'm going to go back, haven't used this in a while, stainless steel bowl that I have. And I'm basically, drop my brush there. Basically just going to do the lather in the bowl there. Not using the scuttle today. I don't know, just kind of mixing things up. But I'll be doing that. And then to finish everything off, this Clubman Reserve, and it's the sweet rum. I didn't get the matching splash to go with the sample that I have of the apple cider. But still, that kind of sweet rum, sweet apple cider, they go hand in hand. So, give me a second. I'm going to wet the face and whatnot and kind of get the soap going, and then I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, I've wet the face, I've wet the brush. I've got the brush soaking here in my Texas mug. I've kind of put a little bit of soap down in my bowl, and I put some water, some warm water on it to kind of soften it up a little bit. So, let's go ahead and start building a lather here in my bowl. Yep, it smells just like that warm apple cider. Like I said, that Mom used to warm up on the stove. Producing some great lather here. What are some of your favorite Christmas memories? Hopefully nobody's too stressed out. I know I have one memory in particular. I was at Walmart in line on Christmas Eve at 8 p.m. like an idiot buying Christmas presents. Much like most dudes, I wait till the last minute. I mean, I think every guy is guilty of that. You just wait till the 11th hour to do something you had literally a year to do. It's just the nature, I guess. Some people, myself included. I'm a procrastinator, but had a friend tell me once, you might procrastinate, but you always get it done. So, that kind of makes sense. Procrastination is okay if your end result is always that you finish, You make it hard on yourself. It's when you're procrastinating and not finishing that it becomes a problem, basically. Look what we got going here. Good stuff. I'm going to get a little bit more water in there. think my next video, I'm going to round out the year with a shave den tour. A gentleman that I've kind of connected with over YouTube via shave videos is a gentleman in South Korea named Hoon Shaver. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel down in the description. But him and I have been talking. We always communicate through the messages, or through the comments rather, on Facebook, or YouTube rather. And he has a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of soaps and lots of razors and brushes, the whole gamut. And I said, you should do a den tour video. And he did several, actually. And so I was like, I'll do one if you'll do one. And he did a few, so I'm going to do one. Look at this. There you go. Good stuff. Great soap, great brush. So I think that's what I'm going to do for my next video after this one. I'm going to do kind of a 2020 shave den tour. I like that. I think that's good. Got nice lather there. Let me put a little water on my face. Yeah. The holidays can be stressful. And then, for me, I even get like a little depressed after Christmas. After it's all over. I'm kind of like, well, now what? You're stuck with... See, I live in Wisconsin. You're stuck with, like, at least 3 more months of, like, pretty cold temperatures, snow. Although it's mid-December here, and we have no snow on the ground. We had quite a bit of snow back in October, and then, like, no snow in November. And now no snow in December. Crazy. I've lived in Wisconsin now seven winters. And we've had some that are just like insane how much snow we get. And then we've had some where it's almost no snow. I don't own a snowblower. I own a few shovels. I've always predicted, though, the year that I buy a snowblower would be the year that we got like no snow. And I always heard a joke: if you're tired of the snow and you want to move somewhere else, then you should move. You put your snowblower in the back of your truck and you drive south till somebody says, "Hey, what's that?" Get it? Let's see how this Gillette tech. So this derby blade is so-so. It's okay. It's not my favorite blade, but it does the job. Easy, the razor's taking it down. My wife just told me the singer Charlie Pride passed away. Years ago when I worked in Arkansas, I actually got to meet Charlie Pride. He was like a special guest of the Arkansas Senate. There at the Capitol building in Little Rock. And just kind of, he was in town, and they just said he was there visiting, and I believe he sang the national anthem. And then afterwards, my reporter and I interviewed him. Super nice guy. Sorry to hear he's gone. Obviously, this Christmas is going to be a little bit different for everybody. I was never a huge Black Friday shopper, but I sometimes would get out there and like, definitely not like doorbusters, but I might swing by a store. I did not do that this year. A little bit of online shopping. The people I work with always laugh because I order things for my wife and I have them shipped to work so she doesn't know what's coming. And that gives me a chance to wrap it. And almost have to do it with our daughters. Or at least my 2.5-year-old. She's kind of figuring out, hey, some boxes are coming. But mom and dad don't open them. What gives? My Christmas memories are probably a little bit different. I'm an only child. I have no siblings. So our Christmas mornings were always very small, very low key. Also, my dad, if you remember a couple of videos ago, I mentioned he was a firefighter. Wasn't a firefighter, retired firefighter. He had to work a lot on Christmas Day. And so there were many Christmas mornings that I got up and it was just my mom and I. And she might let me open like one present or something. But a lot of times I had to wait till my dad got home. And his shift ended at 6 p.m. So all my other friends would call me and be like, hey, I got a Nintendo. And hey, I got a bicycle. And I'd be like, haven't had Christmas yet. And also we didn't do Christmas Eve because if he had to work Christmas Day, that means he went in at 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve. 24 on, 24 off. That was his schedule. A lot of times in those cases, we would go up to the fire station and have lunch. The families of all the firefighters. We would all meet up at the fire station. We'd bring food. And we'd have lunch together. Like a family. So still good memories. Been very busy at work. Lots of webcasts and it's nearing the end of the year. A lot of the doctors and counselors and psychologists and psychiatrists that I work with as they near the end of the year, they have to finish getting their credits. So it's a little busy for us at work. Fortunately, I'm able to work from home some, about half the time. Which would be a huge help if we were to, say, get a major snowstorm. Then I don't have to worry about getting out in it and trying to get to work. The biggest single snowstorm that I've seen since living here was about, I think it was like 12 or 13 inches over the course of, it was about 14 inches over the course of about 24 to 48 hours. Just say 36 hours. But everyone always talks about back in 2010, Western Wisconsin got 22 inches in one snow event. And even though they have plows and they have ways of getting rid of the snow, it's still so much. People were stuck for days. My wife talks about it. She's like, yeah, no one could get to work. I've got a big 4-wheel drive truck, and I've gotten stuck before in the snow. My friend gives me a hard time about the truck. He always says, real men drive trucks. Compensating men drive big trucks. It's not that big. It's 4-wheel drive, but it's not like jacked up or anything. I should have started off this video with like ho 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 ho. Okay, not bad. Ah, yeah, I just love Stirling Soaps. Love the scent. Just going back over and seeing if there's anywhere I might have missed. Got a little pimple right there. Can you see it? It's been bothering me. Not too bad. Almost 40 years old, still getting pimples. I smoked turkey for Thanksgiving out on the grill. Maybe we'll smoke a ham for Christmas. My wife, they always had prime rib at Christmas. Turkey for Thanksgiving, prime rib at Christmas. Maybe we'll, I don't know if I'd smoke a prime rib, but grill it out. It's hot with this hat. It gets hot in this bathroom. There's a vent, like right down here, just blasting warm air. Door is shut. And I've got a warm hat on. So, we'll put on the rum, or the sweet rum aftershave, and then we'll call it a day. First, I didn't really like this aftershave. It kind of has a cannabis kind of scent. Not that I hate the smell of cannabis, but I think it's the plastic bottle. I hear everyone talking about, Clubman hasn't been the same since they went to a plastic bottle. After like an hour, not even that, 30 minutes, this will smell completely different. And I think it kind of gets rid of that plastic smell. It's still good. It feels great on the skin. But it does kind of have a little bit of a funk, but it mellows out. Okay, that's all I got. Thanks so much. If I have another video posted before Christmas, I'll throw something else Christmassy in. But thanks again, guys, so much. Have a safe and happy holiday.